How I found out that this guy coming for my hand in marriage was actually sleeping with his sister. Yes, guys, you heard me right. His biological sister, blood sister, same mother, same father, not what is it called? Not a extended or a family member, not a step sister, a biological same mother, same father sibling. Like guys, I used to hear these stories online. I used to hear people talk about it. Like I never really thought or know it was a thing. I used to think they were all tales. Not until I experienced it one hand, single-handedly I experienced. I could beat at my chest and say no. Those stories I used to see online or maybe hear people talk about it, that they were all tales. Maybe people were saying it or doing them to get attention to their page or maybe to have something to talk about, but not until I single-handedly and witnessed it kuro kuro with my two kuro kuro eyes. It happened right before me. So let's get into the story. Sometime years back, I met this guy. We got talking. One thing led to the other. We became close. He said he wanted to marry me. I was feeling his vibe. He was feeling my vibe. He invited me over to his place at Port Harcourt because that's where he stays. So I left my location going to go and visit him in PH. On getting to the park, I called him to come pick me. He came. But before he could come, it was already late. Anyway, I got to the park late. So we left to his house. It started raining, like heavy, serious heavy rain, and because of the rain there was traffic jam, so we took a long time to get to the house. So on our way to the house I noticed his phone rang, and something just made me I told me to peep into the phone. As I peeped into the phone unconsciously, it was something I just did, like not that I was suspecting it, but I just like, when you can just turn your eyes or do like this to know who is calling. Not that I was suspecting anything. I saw the number that was calling is saved with mommy. Mind you, this guy, mom is late. It's just this father that is alive. So his mom at that time was late. So I was curious after he finished answering the call. It happened that it was his younger sister calling him to know where he was, because apparently the girl is staying at his place. He's living with him. So he wanted to know if he has gotten to me, because he said the girl knows I was coming around. That's the younger sister that stays with him. He knows I was coming around. So, and she was calling because of the heavy rain, and she was checking the time that by now he ought to have been back with me. So he wanted to know how far. Where are you? Have you seen her? Have you guys started coming home? It's raining, no, and how safe are you guys where you are? The girl actually wanted to inquire about his whereabouts and if he was able to see me, and if he has picked me. So answering the call, I was like, who was that? He said, it's his sister. I said, I thought as much, but I was curious, like, your mama they call you from land of the spirit, because I know your mom is late. Say no, that is his sister. I didn't start feeling somehow or start asking why should you save your sister's number with mommy? Like, who does that? Now your sister, not. But I just like, maybe it's because of how close they are. After all, the girl is even their last born too. So we got to the house. She welcomed me. Everybody were cool. And then there was this small guy. I think he should be around 14, 15 years, that stays with them. The guy is actually one of the small boy is actually the guy, my guy's boy, that he helps him out in the shop. So, but I noticed, but that girl is always very, very mean. When I say mean, like that few minutes that I got to the house before we could even have dinner and go to bed, that girl has already beat that guy no less than 2 to 3 times. And I'm like, and the thing that that guy would do to warrant such beat is not something that should make her want to hit the guy or even beat the guy. But now small picking. I know kids can be annoying sometimes, but it's not enough reason for you to be beaten. Like I just noticed that this girl is not cool with this guy. And I don't know the reasons. I just felt it was just sheer wickedness. I didn't go paying attention to it. Fast forward to the next morning, the guy I came visiting was leaving for his shop. He told me that he gave his sister money to give me in case I wanted to buy something. At that moment, I was like, I'm around. Not that I'm not here. Why should you give your sister money to give me when you can actually give me the money straight? Why give her to give me? And if I want anything, I should go and meet her and ask her for the money. I'm here. Why didn't you give it to me? But I did not ask that. I saw the attitude weird, but I didn't complain. But it got me thinking. I just let it slide. So later that afternoon, when the sister was having conversation, I noticed her phone rang. She reached out to her phone to pick the call. It was a brother calling. I found out that the person also calling her, that she used that D to save the number. So after answering the call, I was like, so your brother? I say yes. In my mind, He used mommy to save your number, use daddy to save his number. Like, I didn't ask her as well. So the whole thing got me curious. I not still pay attention because I'm like, sibling bond. Maybe that's how close they are or something. I didn't go to start asking or peeping or to be more inquisitive about why should this be this way, or I didn't. I just let it slide too. And later that evening, when the guy came back from work, I noticed all the money he came back with, he submitted it to his sister. Like, literally, all the while I was there, I noticed that anytime a guy comes back from shop, every money he comes home with, he submits it to her. Like, he does the accounts to the girl. He gives the girl all the money he returns home. In fact, the girl was literally the one running the house. So anytime the guy comes back from work, he will remove all the money he came with, all the sales he made for that day. He will hand it over to her. I still did not understand that attitude, or I don't I a lot of things was going on then that I was trying to put one or two, like, how possible is this? What I decided not to. Maybe this is just the way these people are in their family, and I didn't just want to come and start putting my eyes and start doing this and say, this girl never even enter. She don't they put eye, they chook eye, I just decided to let most of the things I saw there to slide. And I noticed that anytime the girl answers a male call, the brother always films up, like he'll be angry, this. So at one occasion, I had to ask her, why is your brother always angry whenever you answer a male call? And I've tried comforting the guy too, but the excuse he gave me was name. I'm like, you're a girl. As I was telling the girl, why should you let your brother be controlling you? Like, don't you have intention of getting married? He said, no, that is how the brother, that even when she goes back to school, because the girl was schooling then in at Owerri, naked Owerri, that even when the girl she goes back to school, her brother has the contact of all her lodge members. He's always calling to know if he's around, if she's in the hostel, if she slept in the hostel, who she's talking to, which was, I'm like, girl, as at then she was like 28, 29. You don't get a child. Why should your brother be controlling you? You know won't marry. That aside, fast forward to the day I was meant to go back. Guys, this video is taking too long. Like, comment, share, and follow for part 2.